Our 2 cents.
With Oscar.
Welcome back to Our 2 Cents. Our 2 Cents, WOscar.com, Our 2 Cents on all social media. Thank you for all your support. Please hit the subscribe button. It's free to you, and it means everything to me. It means the world to me. Thank you. Leave a comment for the algorithm. It helps keep things moving along. It helps put me in the algorithm. It's good if you leave a comment. Anyways, thank you for all your support. Thank you. As you know, today is the day after the World Cup final. And as you know, we were cheering for France. Hence, the blue and red. Granted, I'm American, Central American that is, so I should have been going for Argentina. But I gotta say, not good. It's a shitty team. Even though I've always rooted for Messi since the days when he was the sidekick for Ronaldinho, since those days, those were the greatest. But before we get into that, let's go in Buzzsprout. Let's get your podcast launched today. Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or I don't know, you probably think it's a good idea to have your own talk show. You think it would be fun. Podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your podcast can be online listed in all major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more. Within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and the team of Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over hundreds of thousands of podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Let's create something together. Following the link in the show notes lets Buzzsprout know that I sent you. I Well, I am Buzzsprout, yes. So we sent you. Gets you a $20 credit if you sign up for a paid plan and help support our show. Hands down, thank you for your support. Happy Nationalities. Today is December 19th on a Monday, and I like to say welcome to the second to last week of the year. We are excited to end this year that has brought us nothing but joy. A joyous year, at least for me. I'm sorry if you've had a crappy year, but I've had a wonderful year, and I cannot complain. I cannot stop to celebrate and I could stop, I should say. I could stop. I cannot not, but I could. Happy National Hard Candy Day. A favorite of young, old alike, National Hard Candy Day on December 19 recognizes the sweet tooth in all of us. Hashtag Hard Candy Day. Most hard candies are 100% sugar with flavoring and colors added. To achieve a hard candy, confectioneers boil the sugar syrup to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the temperature is reached, the hot pliable sugar is poured into molds or rolled and folded into shapes and left to cool. Once cooled, solid sugar becomes hardened and brittle. The first hard candies, such as lemon drops and peppermint, were likely prescribed as a remedy for stomach ailments. Hard candy became popular in the 17th century as the sugar price fell. Previously, hard candies was something that only the well-to-do could afford. By the 1800s, over 400 companies were manufacturing this popular treat. In 2015, Jolly Rancher surpassed Weathers original as its best-selling hard candy, and other popular hard candies included Dum Dum Pops, Lifesavers, Tootsie Roll Pops, and Charms Below Pop. Happy National Hard Candy Day. If you must celebrate the day, happy to you. Happy National Hard Candy Day. National Oatmeal Muffin Day, as well on December 19th. National Oatmeal Muffin Day. Enjoy a delicious breakfast or snack on National Oatmeal Muffin Day. It's an excellent way to celebrate on December 19th annually. Hashtag Oatmeal Muffin Day, known for its health benefits. Millions of people start each day with an oatmeal muffin. Oatmeal includes health benefits for our hearts. Finding ways to incorporate it into our diets increases the opportunities to reap those benefits. Oatmeal muffins are another way to enjoy oatmeal. The American muffin is similar in size and shaped to a cupcake. Recipes for oatmeal muffins began to appear in American cookbooks in the mid-1800s. Raisins, bananas, blueberries, and other healthy fruits often complemented oatmeal muffins. Add nuts for even more health benefits and texture. Chew. Not chew, but chew. Not chew and chew, not chewing. But also, happy National Oatmeal Muffin Day. As stated before, it is the day after the World Cup final, which most of us enjoyed. I enjoyed it. Although I was pretty impressed, I should say. Impressive. It's impressive, I guess. It's really impressive what they did with the stadiums, the way they set everything up. And what's even more impressive is thinking the fact that most of those stadiums, after this tournament is completed, as this world tournament is completed, they're all gonna be gone. No, relax. They're not blowing them up. They're just breaking them down so that they can have their beautiful desert. Hey, look at their sand dunes like they always do. Have camels riding through that area. I don't know what the fuck they do over there. There's probably like an oil reserve under those stadiums that they're probably trying to protect by just saying, oh, we're just going to put a stadium here. And I don't care what anybody else thinks because we can do it. But I'm more impressed with what the Saudis are doing with the oil dollar, whatever it's called, petroleum dollar, whatever. So apparently the petroleum, meaning gas, will not be purchased in U.S. dollars any longer. And I'm just letting you know, just so you know that this is coming. It's coming. It's coming that we're going to be getting some of that Venezuelan oil, which hopefully is good for our environment. Not like any oil is good for the environment. And I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because today has been like a fucking weird day. I'm not here. I'm not there. But I don't know what the fuck am I. I was upset. I was happy that Argentina won, but I was upset because I wanted France to win. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about now. But anyways, I wanted France to win. It was fun. It was great. It was a good game. Exciting. There were 6 goals plus the penalty kicks. Amazing. Could have not. If you missed it, let me tell you, you're a loser. Or you're probably better than me. Because I'm the loser for watching something that I had no stake in whatsoever. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I slept like a good hour of the game. So, it was a good background noise, if you want to put it that way. It's great background noise. It was only good for that. No, I was actually into it. And it's more amazing because I have not watched a World Cup in over, Jesus Christ. 2012 was the last. 2010. 2010 was the last World Cup I watched. So there's been at least 2 World Cups that I missed. Because I remember I tried watching that one. It's a 14 or 16, one of those. But I fell asleep. I would fall asleep. I think I'm too old. I think I'm too busy for this now. Soccer is not something I'm into. But yeah, it was interesting to dive back into my knowledge of what I remembered, the rules and all the regulations. But it's impressive what they've done with the game now. I guess they got that. I don't even know what's the rule of like requesting for the ref to go back and look at the footage of what just happened. I don't even know. A replay? Is that what it's called? A replay? I don't know. That's probably what it's called, a replay. But those people in foosball use it as well. It could be pretty handy. It could come in handy, I guess. I can see how it could come in handy. But it was a good game. Argentina won. Congratulations to all you fucks. You guys think are European. You guys are not better than us. What the hell? Well, they are better than Salvadorians because they have at least 2-3 World Cups, I guess. This is their 3rd World Cup. Anyways, congratulations. They've had good players. I don't know. I'm not into it. I don't care. I had no stake in the game, although only because I know a few French words. I was kind of rooting for France because it would have made me feel good. I would have just been like, oh, très bon, très bien. Je suis parlé un peu de François. That's what I would have said when they won. But they didn't. So I just called them losers in Spanish because they lost. Most of them speak Spanish because they play in La Liga. So I don't know. I'm just talking shit. But you know what? Speaking of watching things on TV, there is a show called Survival. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with it. Survival is a show where people who think they can survive in the wild sign up for that show, and if they get chosen for that show, they go and they throw them in an island for I think a week or 2 or 2 weeks. I don't know how long, a month. I don't know. And apparently one of those shows had an episode where they had you know what? More TV shows like this should be aired. More TV shows like this should be seen. More people should be watching those TV shows, right? Or I should say the right people should be watching those TV shows because that episode, the specific, oh, Jesus Christ. The specific episode I'm talking about is a feminist versus men, like dudes versus women, right? So at the beginning of the episode, feminine women, the women. Anyways, the women are bragging that they are better at doing things because they're women. They can survive. They can do this and they can do all kinds of things. I'd say 2 days went by when these people, and I may call them people because they don't deserve to be called women. They're animals. They're dirty heathens. Those people tend to rub me the wrong way. So that's why I call them heathens. Those heathens, they wanted help. After 2 days, they were crying because they couldn't start a fire. In 2 days, they were almost dying from the cold, from the mosquitoes, from the environment, and from not having a fire and from not having food. They were all dying. Guess what those women do next? Those women do what they do best. They, hey man, can you please help us? We're kind of struggling and we're really cold. Really quick. The way you carry yourself changed. Now, you were advertising themselves, theirselves as vulnerable people, as an attractive, as trying to be attractive to the dude so the dude can be a little bit more compassion, have more compassion. And that to me tells me that all those feminists exist today because everybody, and I'm including myself, every single one of us have it too good. Society is at a level where everything is too good. So therefore, society needs a good shake from that Etch-a-Sketch that we just drew. Because that picture is looking mighty good, and there's probably almost nothing that we could do with that picture already. So therefore, we're just making up shit now. We're making up genres. We're making up sounds. We're making up pictures. We're making up AIs. We're making up all sorts of shit. Right? That's why I think we have it too good, because things are good. And things can't be that good, so people have to sabotage them. And we're at the stage where everything's going to go downhill, and we're going to be fucked for 18 months, they say. I don't understand anything, but looking at graphs of past years where the economy has been and where we're going and where it's gone, it seems like we are in for a treat. And all those feminist battles that have been happening more than likely will come to an end, because there will be suffer in the world. The world will suffer. The world is suffering. Has the world ever stopped suffering? I don't think so. Although, it would be nice to know that the world has always stopped suffering. Has never been. It would be nice to know that the world has had a period of no suffering. That's what I was trying to say. Period of no suffering. That would be good. It would be good for us. But then we sabotage ourselves. Somebody does it. You know, it's funny. You know what's also funny? There was one TikTok that it was kind of an engagement, something, right? So there's this gentleman. There's a gentleman that I don't know how new he is. He seems like he's kind of new. I love throwing shade at people online though, because it's fun. It's fun. It's a great way to work on your engagement. Is a great way to get yourself in the algorithm. Is a great way to interact. Is a great way to get yourself out there. Is a great way to be seen, to comment on other people's shit. As Because there's what I guess where I'm trying to go is that I found this gentleman. He goes by the name Anti-Prophet, meaning he's a prophet of the anti, meaning he is what we love from the Tates. He does similar content to the Tate brothers. And you know what? Let's hear him out.
Some new threads. Hit the gym. Make your conversation skills attractive to women. Number one, get your physical appearance in order. Get a new haircut. Buy some new threads. Hit the gym. None of these things are hard to do, and none of them have to be expensive. And best of all, you can do these things tomorrow. Number two, start to interact with a lot of women. Something that I tell men of any age, if they feel awkward talking to women, is to start doing cold approach. This is where you go up to women you've never met on the street and simply introduce yourself and have a regular conversation with them. This will not only make you more confident, but it will take your conversation skills with women to an entirely new level. Create a life that allows you to have a high level of self-respect for yourself. Make sure your money's in order. Make sure that you're taking care of your body. Make sure that your living situation is set up in such a way where you can be proud to have people in your home. Because if you're able to set up a life where you have a high level of self-respect for yourself, you're going to be able to take that self-respect and put it out into the world. You're going to be able to engage with women in a respectful way. And that is something that women value so, so highly in today's dating market.
It is exactly the same thing as I thought. So, me being the troll that I could be at times, I turn around and say, wrong, cash is king. You as an immigrant in Bali, you should understand that. That was a shot. But in my defense, we'll go to that video, but the previous video is what got me to say this, okay? Now, and this is his response to me. I got a response from, he says, this is the type of thinking will get you the worst type of woman. So to me, this is hilarious. And if you know me, you probably don't. But if you do, this is why I laughed and I said, this is why you hide your identity. You don't know my life. I laugh, but I can assure you that it's the exact opposite of what you're saying. Now, people like this think that just because everybody else in the world has a shitty life, is struggling with a partner that does not want to be your partner, that does not want to play the role of the family that you're building. When you pick people like that to build a family with, well, guess what? That's what you get. Now, also understand that I'm a different generation. Now, this newer generation that's gotten younger, I don't know how they deal with shit, but in my time, it was hard. Really hard. You had to put yourself out there. Not online. Just put yourself out there personally, and it hurts more when you get rejected this way. But that's what I said. I said opposite of what you're saying. And he said, I can assure you, hiding my identity has nothing to do with whether or not I know your life. And I didn't answer that because he messaged me afterwards. I said, also saw your message on Instagram, because I did message him on Instagram. I'm inviting him to the pod because I wanted to have a conversation with a fellow of such nature, because it's interesting. He said on Instagram, I appreciate the invitation, so I'm trying to focus only on short form at the moment. And perhaps we can make something work sometime in the future. Perhaps not. This was your only chance, buddy. Everybody gets one only. If not, ask anybody else that has had contact with me at the moment. I'm not saying that I'm almighty and I'm all this and all that and I got this and I got that, because trust me, I ain't got shit. But I will assure this dude, the anti-prophet, that my life is fulfilled in such a way that, my friend, the anti-prophet, you will only dream of. I'm fortunate enough to have made right decisions maybe not monetarily wise, maybe not, but that's in the works, and I am not worried about that. But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point of the matter of the subject, that didn't even make any sense what I said. But the point of the matter is that you think that because I think what I said, trolling, that I'm going to have the worst woman in the world. Little do you know that if I turn around right now, walk out of this room, I go to my wife and be like, woman, I need a sandwich. Make it now and come rub my feet after I'm done. She will make me that sandwich. And she will come rub my feet after she's done. You know why? Because she knows what I provide for her. She knows that I'm not gonna ruin the trust that we both built with each other. But that being said, she could also come to me and ask me to do something, and you know what? I will go to the store and get it. But the anti-prophet. That's not saying anything, but you're wrong, dude. Everything you guys are fucking saying, you and the Andrew Tates of the world, everything you guys are saying, it's kind of right, but it's not. Because when somebody's trying to make a point of such nature that you guys are trying to make, they just do it. They don't fucking, you gotta do this to your women. Your woman does this. No. I can assure you that I can do that. I can assure you that I could do that. But I won't. I don't do that type of shit because I'm not disrespectful like that. The relationship between my relationship and my partner, my wife's relationship is it's 50-50. If you want to see it that way. But the reality of what we do is because I said 50. Okay, I'll tell you why I said 50. I said 50-50 because it's the only language you could understand. Because if I tell you that my wife and I do 100%, I put in 100% and she puts in 100%, well, guess what? You probably are not going to understand that because you probably don't have that 100% effort to put into the person that you're probably with. But then again, you could turn around and tell me the same shit. I know nothing about you. I know nothing about your relationships. But given the way that you think, I can tell you're probably failing. You're probably failing. Your relationship's a failure, probably. But then again, what the fuck do I know? Anyways, that was fun. I had a great time trying to get back to that kid. I'm gonna call him kid because I know I'm pretty much older than him. Even if I'm 3 years older than you, you're still a kid. When I was 9, you were 6, and therefore I'm older. Anyways, we're gonna move along and get out of this subject because it's really not that important. I just wanted to share the trolling endeavors I get into. Some of them, not all of them. But the only reason I don't share all of them is because they all get erased and then I don't remember. I don't remember where or what. But anyways, let's find out what we learned. Let's see what we learned today. Lower Manhattan, also known as downtown Manhattan or downtown New York, is the southernmost part of Manhattan, the central borough for business, culture, and government in New York City, which is the most popular city in the States, with over 8 million residents as of 2020 census. Lower Manhattan is defined as the most commonly as the area delineated on the north 14th Street and the west of the Hudson River, on the east by the East River, and the south by New York. Lower Manhattan business district, known as the Financial District, forms the main core of the areas below Chambers Street. It is leading global center for commerce, housing, Wall Street, the New York Stock Exchange, and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The city itself originated at the southern tip of the Manhattan Island in 1624. 1624. When I think of 1624, I don't think of New York City. And it was probably not what you think of. Probably. At a point that now constitutes the present day financial district, the population of the financial district alone has grown to an estimated 61,000 residents as of 2018, up from 43 as of 2014, which in turn was nearly double the 23,000 recorded in the 2000 census. So today I learned New York City originated at the southern tip of the Manhattan Island, now known as the Financial District, in 1624. The population of the district has grown to an estimate 61,000 residents in 2018 from 43,000 in 2014, up from 23,000 recorded at the 2000 census. So it's a city that grows and grows and grows. You know what I find amazing about that city, though, is how many people live there. And if you think about this, how many toilets are being flushed on top of each other simultaneously? How many? That would be interesting to take a census, right? It would be interesting to know how many people are taking a shit at the same time, or at least flushing. That would be interesting to know. Just think about the shit that comes out of there. You don't have to think about it. There's a very, very good episode of Dirty Jobs. It was a great show. Dirty Jobs, great show. There's a great episode of them showing you what happens with the black waters of New York and all that dirty stuff. Anyways, researchers have grown brain cells in the lab that have learned to play the 1970 tennis-like game of pong. They say their mini brain can sense and respond to its environment. Dr. Brett Kagan of the company Cortical Labs claimed to have created the first sentient lab-grown brain in a dish. Other experts describe the works as exciting, but say the calling the brain cell sentient is going too far. We could find no better term to describe the device, Dr. Keegan says. It is able to take information from an external source, process it, and respond to it in real time. Mini brains were first produced in 2013 to study microphthalmia, a genetic disorder where the brain is too small, and have since been used for research into brain development. But this is the first time they have been plugged into the But this is the first time they have been plugged into and interacted with an external environment, and in this case, a video game. Yo, this is interesting. So what the hell? The research team grew brain cells grown from stem cells and some from mouse embryos to a collection of 800,000 connected to the mini brains to the video game via electrodes, revealing which side the ball was on and how far from the paddle. In response, the cells produce electrical activity of their own. They expanded less energy and the game continued, But when the ball passed a paddle and the game restarted with the ball at a random point, they expected more recalibration to a new predictable situation. The mini brain learned to play in 5 minutes. It's often missed the ball, but its success rate was well above random chance. Although with no conscience, it does not know it's playing a pong in the way a human played would be researcher's stress. Whoa, this is pretty crazy, dude. What the fuck? So basically, researchers have grown brain cells in the lab that have learned to play the 1970s tennis-like video game Pong. So we're as if artificial intelligence was not enough. We are creating brains. We're literally not we. I don't know. I'm not even going to put myself in that category. They are creating. Researchers are creating brain cells. No, they're creating literally mini brains. What the heck is going on? AI is not enough. Elon Musk, get behind this so we can do something with the neural link and all that stuff. Maybe we can put two brains in our brain. Maybe that way some people will stop being assholes and not. If they have two brains, they'll probably be able to have more compassion. Ask Oscar, why does it seem like my weight will go up one day and then fall back down the next? I'm trying to gain muscle, weight and muscle, so I can get a muscular V-taper and get more attractive. But it seems like I barely make progress. One day I'll be like 130. I'll eat a whole large pizza by myself and get calories, and I'll be like 135. And then the next day I'll almost get back to my old weight. And throughout the day, I'll go up and down by pound and two, or I never know if I'm making progress or not. Yo, this is the wrong dude to ask because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've gotten chubbier in the last couple of weeks. Months, probably more. But my guess would be you're probably burning the exact amount of food that you eat, so that's why you're not progressing. You're not going up, you're not going down, you're just shitting it all back out. So stop doing what you're doing and start doing nothing, and you will gain all the weight you want. I don't know about muscle. With that, you're gonna have to work out a little harder, but it's up to you. Anyways, good luck. What is the weirdest thing you've ever found in your house? Oh, well. In my house, from the time it was my house to now, the weirdest thing I found in my house was people that were not supposed to be here after I bought the fucking house. That's about as weird as it fucking gets, right? It gets pretty weird if the people who sell you the house don't leave. And they tell you, yeah, in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, no, a month. Well, what the fuck is it? A month or 2 weeks? Pick a day. The fuck out. Anyways, that's one of the weirdest things I found in my life. Moving on. What real life Black Mirror skew controversies are happening around the world that the average person might not be aware of? You will own nothing and you will be happy. Do you guys remember that episode of Black Mirror where people own nothing and they were just renting shit out? Yeah, there's that. There's also, there is an island that's about to sink into the ocean. That island is about to sink into the ocean due to global warming. That island apparently is going to become the first digital land to exist in this world. What I mean by digital, they're going to put that island online because that island is going to disappear physically. Now people can live online as they wish. You can move to that island. Hey, people bought islands before. Nothing weird's happened in an island before, right? Anyways, what is very common but very dangerous? Well, there's two of the very common things that I can think of right now in this very instant that are, one of them, I guess, would be necessary, and the other one is addicting. So driving is a necessity, but it is one of the most commonly dangerous things in the world, right? You never know what the other fucking driver is going to do. Simple as that. You don't know. So anytime you hop on your car, you go for the drive, and you go to the store, you go do what you want to do, you go do work, or you go do whatever the fuck you do in your car, or with your car, or on your car, whatever you want to call it. It's a common danger that we endeavor in. Also, smoking cigarettes. Don't be a jackass. I don't want to fucking get secondhand smoke. That's disgusting. People don't wash their mouth. Wash your mouth. Anyways, we get into the pet peeves knowing that this is going to enrage me. And that's why I leave it up to the end, because this is things that piss me off the most. And this is things that I find others get pissed off the most over. People who insist on saying, I'm well, instead of, I'm good. But I hate that. I cannot stand the fact that some people are so ignorant and they use that term instead of the appropriate term. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening to our 2 cents. This is great. This is a great conversation we just had. Opened up a bit about the World Cup. Great. Anyways, do you see how I jumped from a pet peeve to that? Anyways, this is our 2 cents. Christmas is coming. Enjoy the week before the Christmas day and Eve if you're Hispanic. But anyways, deuces. Enjoy the week.